So we've got more Royal Knight side questing to do. But before we get to that, I think we can have a little bit of a Shinka time. Now you might be wondering, what is there to Shinka? Well, I have a couple. At least some mode changes, like, well, this apparently doesn't count when you do it mid-battle. So we're just gonna go get fighter mode on the roster there. Plus fighter mode is cool. He has a big old arm cannon on top of his claws. And the chest cannon in the form of Gigadeath. Which apparently he used, not in the main series, at least not that I can recall, but in the Revenge of Diaboromon movie, which I still have yet to actually see. Not that I've really tried, but I haven't really found a place to find it and watch it and all that. But I should probably just do a rewatch of, like, all of Adventure. Just, like, get through all of it once and for all and be like, I finally understand everything. Because it's been a long time. I really don't remember a lot. I remember big pieces, but not a lot. So I should really refresh that. But anyway, Digimon Fighter Mode. Oh, good. Good. I believe it was in Cyber Sleuth that he could only evolve to Paladin mode through Dragon mode, which, A, didn't make sense. B, in the movie, he goes straight from Fighter mode to getting the Omega Blade to become Paladin mode. There was, at least in terms of, like, officially, there's no Paladin Dragon mode. There may be toys or something out there, people doing recolors of a Dragon mode with, you know, Paladin colors and all that. But as far as I know, there is no Paladin Dragon officially. So it's weird to have him digivolve directly from Dragon mode. But we'll save that for later. I do want to hang out with just Fighter mode for a bit. Can I not Digiride with you? But why? You can't just carry me like all the other big guys? Come think of it, Dragon mode doesn't have a Digiride either. Why? Oh, Imperial Dramon, you're breaking my heart. You're super, like, technically, theoretically, you're super cool. But now you're just, you're lowering yourself. Be better. Carry me. Anyway, I've swapped in Bacchusmon, because I haven't actually used him, and I haven't gone to drunk mode. And apparently, the mode change in battle, in the boss battle, also didn't count for me seeing it, so, there's that. Belphemon, I did use Belphemon, so let's wake him up. He can be an angry boy, but let's wake him up. Now he's very angry. He's not allowed to slack off and sloth. So now he's angry. Did you always have fish wrapped around your arms? Do you have fish because you're a bear? You also have claws on your shoulders, which I don't know how that's supposed to work. Were you always a demon bear? No, because you have, like, bat ears, too. I don't know what you are. But then you have fish wrapped around your shoulders, holding the chain, so I don't know. Anyway, he's big and angry now. He still has Lampranthus, which I thought was going to be a stance change move, but it's not. So there's that. Probably don't need to have Nightmare too, but whatever. Also, you're now a physical attacker. Hang on, I gotta change this. Is that why you're not a stance change character? Because you swap from magic to physical, which you did back in Cyber Sleuth as well. But, yeah, it's a little bit inconvenient for me. Especially because I'm running out of, like, 3s to run with, as you can see. Which, considering all the megas I have, kind of annoying that I don't have enough 3s. Either I haven't leveled them up enough to actually give me more 3s, or I have too many magical ones, or I don't know. I should give you something more. There we go. That. But yeah, Diaboromon I also didn't use too much. I want to use him a little bit more before I take him to the next level. And plus I want to take him to the next level along with Paladin mode, because it makes sense that way. But the other reason why we're here doing Shinka time is because it's been maybe 2-3 days since the DLC 2 came out. Just as a testament to my meticulousness. Slowness. Listen, it's a long game. I'm taking my time. I'm enjoying it. But it also means the Bancho are here. Now, with the first DLC, I sort of skipped out on doing any evolutions because it's like, they're not my favorites. It's a whole bunch of Omegamons. Omegamon's cool and all, but I like my variety. So, wasn't super thrilled, super hyped for those. They're still cool, don't get me wrong, but I want others. Oh, also, let me get this out of the way, because I can. Wait, you're still level 1. Hang on, let me fix this real quick. Courage 0.5. Yep. I already gave him moves preemptively. There we go. That's some EXP to work with. Because I have all of the bonds of bravery, or all the bonds of valor, all the bonds of courage. There we go, found the word eventually. Let's send Agumon to, I guess, the pinnacle of the last evolution. There we go. Speaking of my adventure, I guess, rerun, I haven't watched Last Evolution Kizuna either. You know what, I haven't watched Try. I haven't watched anything since the originals. Let's just be total clarity with that. After Frontier, I really haven't followed up with anything. So I need to truly get back into all of that. But here he is. Still annoyed that he's not called, like, Bond Agumon or something. Also kind of annoyed because he's clearly a Greymon. Right? He's not Agumon Yellow. He's Greymon Orange. He has the blue stripes that are oddly 3D. And, like, I don't know what they're supposed to be. But he has the blue stripes, which are very Greymon. He has the Greymon helmet and hair. Like, Metal Greymon, War Greymon. Like, he's a Greymon in all form. It's also weird that, like, his armor is the same color as his skin? Or at least it doesn't look like he's wearing armor? I don't know. Everything about the design is strikingly odd. Like, if you recolored bits so that he's, like, he has armor and pants, it wouldn't be so odd. Like, the gauntlets could be War Greymon Yellow, or Agumon Yellow, either way. Same with the legs, turn them into actual greaves instead of, like, organic boots. Give him, like, I don't know, black pants or something, so that way it doesn't look like he's just fully bearing it all. I guess the top can stay bare, because that's just cool. I don't know. But yeah. And, why is it like that? Why are they not just coming out of his back? Why is his back sliced open and having flaming scarf coming out? Which, by the way, is very cool, until you look at the back. But yeah, this should just be like Bond Greymon. I don't know why he's still Agumon when everything else is his Greymon. Everything is taken from his Greymon evolutions. None of it is from Agumon. There is no Agumon in this Agumon. I don't understand. Anyway, yeah. Bond Greymon here could use a couple redesign touches just from a layman's eye over here being like, Anyway, he has Red Reamer and Gaia Brave. He even has a Gaia move, like that's War Greymon. Agumon never had a Gaia thing. Granted, Baby Flame doesn't really work when you're Mega Plus. But yeah. We'll see what he can do later. I don't have all the friendship amicability points yet, so I can't get the Gabumon version. We'll wait on that. But more importantly, what I really wanted, the Bancho. Now, I already have Bancho Leomon, because he's been in the past couple games. Sadly, Big Mamemon cannot become the other Mamemon. I did take a little bit of time to prep, or rather I would have, if I didn't actually have them, like, mostly already prepped. Because I have several Mamemon. One who is ready. I mean, I made him a bit more ready. I de-digivolved him and re-digivolved him so he can get more pointage. But, yeah. Mamemon, put in that Gakudan. Get your bats. Have a better Mega than Prince Mamemon. because Bancho Mamemon is very cool. I like him a lot. In general, I like the Mamemon line. My favorites definitely being Metal Mamemon and Bancho Mamemon. The others are pretty hit or miss. But look at this guy. Look at this tough guy. Yeah. I didn't even realize his bats are brass knuckles. I always assumed he was holding brass knuckles on top of the bats. No, the bats themselves are brass knuckles. That's even cooler. Also, he's a baseball. He has scars and stitches that make him look like a baseball. He's just themed. It's great. This design is peak. Fantastic. Golden Rush and Senbon Dokkan. And he smites evil with it. Fantastic. You actually don't need Nano Machine Break because you have Golden Rush. Let's give you... I don't have a medal to give you, do I? I can give you Heavy Strike. Alright, next up, oh, so, I have a Rosemon here somewhere, don't I? Right, I bursted her already. Yeah, so way back when I was evolving, doing the Super Shinka time, I had Lilymon here, and I was like, do I evolve her to Rosemon, or do I just take one of the Lilamons, or someone else, I don't remember who. I can check. It was Lilamon. It's like, do I just send Lilamon to Rosemon? And I'm like, yes, because Bancho Lilymon is coming. And turns out, when I went to check if she needed to shift around stats and stuff, she was already daring. And, you know, she was ready from the get-go to become Bancho. So, this design is also fantastic. Yeah! I do love the design pulls from Skebandeka. So she's a female delinquent who uses yo-yos to fight. But, like, Skebandeka's was also like I guess like an undercover detective cop girl in high school. So that's part of her thing is I need to look into that more. But basically that's her theming. So they went with a different direction for the delinquent girl. But this is great. Oh, her wings are also still back there. That makes sense. I just didn't think of it. Bit hard to use them when they're underneath the coat. But she's got a red long coat. She's got her Togemon-themed yo-yos, which is great because it calls back to the line. And yeah. Fantastic. She has Absolute Territory. And Twin Petal. Let's see. If target is affected by poison, increase damage. Oh, but she doesn't deal poison, does she? Oh, her spirit dropped. Well... Wait, are these still magic? No, she's physical now. Oh, well, I gotta change that. Well, reducing int... I'll let her keep X heal. Because it feels right. But... let's give her poison. There we go. Let's also give you... There we go. Better. After that, oh, yes. Hiroshi, where are you? Alright, we went up to B's. G... H. Hiroshi, yes. So, Hiroshi, another one of the ones where I was like, well, I could just evolve into Tiger Vespamon, but then I heard the Banchos are coming out. So I'm like, well, what are the chances Jewel Beamon, like Stingmon to Jewel Beamon, works? And, it does. I believe this is the most used line, too, for, Bancho Stingmon. Just Stingmon, Jewel Beamon, Bancho Stingmon. And at the very least, Jewel Beamon to Bancho Stingmon is also what happened in Digimon Survive. So, there he is. From Kamen Rider to, I don't know, I guess some sort of Royal Guard to Delinquent. Bancho Stingmon. Bloody Finish and Depth Charge Sky. He's very cool. His spikes are now drills. I don't need Crush Blade because of Bloody Finish is Metal type. I feel like I have to give you a Plant type move. There we go. And you are all physical as well. And the only one left for the Banchos actually threw me for a loop. And I'm actually a little bit annoyed because I was wondering what they would do with him. And it's Golemon. He goes straight from Champion to Mega. Either they haven't decided or they simply didn't include a perfect level for Golemon. But I've been wondering, like, just what would the path be? And I guess they decided straight. Like, they could go Stingmon to Bancho Stingmon, but like, no, we have Jewel Beamon, we can use that. For Golemon, they have nobody. And I was very curious to find out what would they put in between, and the answer was nobody. So that's a little sad for me. I guess if they included, what was his name? Gogmamon, that would work. I don't know if that line's been in anything else, but Gogmamon, Blastmon, they're on the Vital Bracelet as they're in the Earth Dim. I do have a Vital Bracelet. I haven't actually used it yet. I also don't have the Earth Dim because I do have New Metal Empire because I love me my Metal Empire. But yeah, I saw them on there. I'm like, that's a cool line. Just, you know, big rock guy to bigger, like, diamond gemstone guy. But I guess Gogmamon isn't in this game, so it's not like he can be used as an intermediary. But I figured Golemon to Gogmamon, and you can go either to Blastmon or Bancho Golemon works. But they have yet to establish that. I will headcanon it until the time it is established, if it is ever established. But here is... Also, Bancho Golemon looks the most different. Like, who is this? Right? Like... Who is this? I know he's Bancho Golemon, but where's Golemon? He has Yobori Claw Drill. I'm assuming that's the claw there with the ice diamond that it'll spin. And then Kanshaku Dust. 2 earth moves. Wait, I can't zoom into that. But what does his core say? It's something soul, something Damashi. It's not just Bancho Damashi, is it? No. Either way, this could have also been from Volcamon. Golemon to Volcamon to Bancho Golemon, because this guy is... He has an eye. Like, if you look up at the picture up top, he's got an eye patch on one side and, like, an actual eye on the other. I sort of just expected either Dark Void or, you know, gems or something. That's weird. Because the rest of this guy is very much, like, not... He has ropes for limbs. His forearms are roped onto his biceps. Or his biceps are ropes. Your design is weird. Are you mountain climbing or are you the mountain to be climbed? Yes. But yeah, like, look at all these guys. Mamemon looks like a Mamemon, because he is. Lilymon looks like Lilymon. Leomon looks like Leomon. I have to go down to Hiroshi. He's red now, but he's still Stingmon. But... Who is this? I don't see Golemon in Bancho Golemon. This one was always the design that threw me off the most. And, like, without there being an intermediary, it makes it even weirder. Because where do you go in between this? Gogmamon may very well work. But, like, again, visibly you see the previous lines here, and then Bancho Golemon exists independent of all of the other continuities. So, I don't know. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm not going to run the Banchos just yet, because I still want to keep running this team for a bit. Especially, you know, these guys back here. Make some swaps. Crossmon I've seen some of. So I'll move these guys up. But let's go talk to... What was the quest? Not gonna show me? Alright, well, we'll get there. I had to go talk to somebody. Oh, talk to Asuna. Okay. Blink and you'll miss it. This showed up when? I forget. But I'm assuming because it came up in the middle of... That's not the thing. Yeah, this was after we did like a bunch of the other quests, which makes me assume it's still gonna be Royal Knight related. Plus, there definitely wasn't enough initial quests to be like, here's all the Royal Knights. There's gotta be, 13 of them. Oh, hi. Well, that makes it easy to find you. Ah, there you are. Dr. Simmons just arrived too. I've also managed to gather some info on that high-speed, unidentified flying object. I mean, is it a catch Mamemon? Because those exist. Just as I began to investigate, I ran into Asuna, who's looking into the same thing. And you called me here to look into the same thing. Dr. Simmons has kindly agreed to join us in our investigation. If that unidentified flying object truly is a Digimon, we must apprehend it quickly. Well, it's not going to be Espimon or any of those lines, because Espimon's not in this game. I believe Espimon also showed up in Ghost Game, but got a full line in Liberator. It's very alien-like. Be neat to see in a later game. Maybe future DLC, if only. It's so fast that capturing it will likely be difficult. That's why we need your help. So how do you plan on capturing it? I'll leave the explanation of that to Dr. Simmons. She's come up with an idea. Our investigation found that the object is following a clearly defined path. So, like, throw up a net. I've narrowed down a list of spots where we can intercept it, but we'll have to split up. We'll likely catch it at either the back alley ramen shop or the Sora Yodo model store. Those both in the same alley? How should we divide the spots between us? I can't use Digimon, so I should go with you. You who? Like, you me or you Asuna? It's probably best if we head to the ramen shop and you take the model store, Asuna. Oh, you me, got it. I take the model store. Are you sure? You always seem to be making excuses to go there. Yeah, but I think she actually really wants to catch this Digimon, so she's like, I can't be distracted. I know I will. I already went today. Okay. Never mind. You should take a look too. It's nice to have a hobby, you know? She's not wrong. You could take up Gunpla. Gunpla's awesome. The world of Soroyodo is the pride of Japan. You might end up getting addicted too. I guess there's other models too. You can try model guns, those are neat. Why would I get addicted to models? Anyway, I'll do as I'm told. Good luck then. No, seriously, the world of models is huge and amazing. It's very addicting. It's also very costly. Just be careful. I must not look at the backlog of Gunpla I have sitting behind me. It's not a mountain, shut up. Let's get over to the ramen shop, shall we? Let's go. And we're at the ramen shop. We're here. There's a good chance this is the spot, but it's impossible to know the exact timing. So you want to get some ramen then? I would love nothing more, but we need to be ready in case the object appears. Fair. So where's the model shop? Is it down over there? Alright, I guess we, talk? Something wrong? Can I just have one bowl of ramen? I'd like that too, but what if something happens while we're eating? Okay, let's keep waiting for a while. Can I, like, I don't know, what else do they have? Can I get, like, an appetizer? Just something to tide me over. Like, I'm sure they can get me, like, a bowl of edamame or something. Alright, so is that option the, the skip option? Okay, that's the I'm not ready yet. Is it here yet? How many times are you going to ask? Don't you get the wait part of lying in wait? Okay, but, like, nothing's happening. Okay, let's keep waiting. We can't afford to miss our chance if it arises. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Like Dr. Simmons said, it's quite interesting. Uh-oh. I think we lost her. I'm tired too. It doesn't seem the object has appeared at the model store yet either. Maybe we should have Asuna meet us here and discuss our next move. Please come back with like a full-scale set already made, please. Asuna, maybe it's my imagination, but you seem distracted. We've lost her. But does that mean we've won? I'm fine. The world of Soda Yodo was quite fascinating, wasn't it? I underestimated it. The beautiful shapes and colors. About more than I can carry. And there it is. We've lost her. I'm going back to pick up the rest later. I'll admit it. I'm completely hooked. Oh, hi. Something just crashed into me. Oh, you're the fast guy. Yeah, you would be pretty fast. You're very maneuverable. There's the Royal Knight theme. What are you doing, man? You just running around like a nut job? Where did it come from all of a sudden? I didn't even see it before it was too late. Man, the Royal Knight theme is so good. I'm glad they brought it back. See? I knew my research was sound. The unidentified flying object is here. Also, yeah, look, it's a Royal Knight. There we go. There's no time to be patting yourself on the back. Keep your head in the game. Who are you? Why are you in my way? Dude, you're running through the street like a maniac. Like, slow down. We have laws for a reason, alright? Obey traffic laws. You shall pay for interrupting my all-important restaurant tour. Oh my god. Wait. Now Is this a call forward? Again, assuming Cyber Sleuth is in the future of this world. Is this a call forward? Or... Okay, other theory. This universe has Iliad as its digital world. But the Royal Knights come from Yggdrasil's digital world. What if Yggdrasil's digital world is in the future? Comparatively. So this Slapemon has already been on his restaurant tour with Rina and Ulforce Vidramon. So now he's like, this is a whole other parallel world. I gotta try the food here. Because it'd be weird if he's obsessed with, a food tour before he gets introduced to the concept of a food tour. So if this Slapemon already has Rina's influence, then this Time Stranger timeline, world line, is parallel to the Cyber Sleuth world line, but with, similar people, like Kyoko and her dad. But that's why they're alive here, because there was a totally different set of events, a different digital world, and all that. So he's from a different timeline, he's already been to the human world, and now he's like, I gotta have food. He did this in Akihabara too. Maybe I'm just confused. Maybe it's just a funny note. But I'm trying to rationalize timelines here. Multiple of them. Your restaurant tour? Wait, so the reason you're flying around at such high speeds is to get something to eat? What other reason could there be? He's got a point. Given my pace for eating and traveling, I can visit dozens of restaurants in a single day. So the ramen shop is on your route? You know your stuff. The roast pork here is excellent. This Digimon is hooked too, I see. Can you even taste the food if you eat it that fast? That's true. Are you actually tasting it, or are you just scarfing it down and, inhaling it? Also, which mouth do you use? Does the top mouth, function? Or is the chest mouth your main eating mouth? How's that work? You have upset me by interrupting my routine. You must pay for your crime. Prepare to suffer consequences of your actions. Sounds like a silly reason to fight, but I suppose we should get you unhooked. He immediately takes a turn. He's very fast. Bacchusmon ate that immediately. I'm gonna need to shoot you first. Slapemon is fast. I don't have an Ulforce Vidramon to beat him. Granted, he's also not flying away like crazy. That was half your health. Well then. Never did restock. It's fine. Bacchusmon needs to move though, because he's not going to survive that. Diaboromon is also in a bit of a precarious situation. That's not physical, is it? No, you use magic. Alright, we'll throw another spray in. Get Bacchusmon out, because clearly he cannot handle this. The champion has arrived. I don't know what he's weak to. Defense reduction or lower HP, greater damage. Well, I'll take a couple hits in a bit. Yeah, that's a punch. And reduces defense. We require more healing. Alright, Catastrophe Cannon. I never change his skills, it's fine. And we'll use a regular positron laser on you, because it's cool. Oh, he's not the founder yet. Oh, you tried. He's crumbling pretty hard, huh? What if I just hit you? Alright, wasn't enough. Oh, Bifrost. Pal Pokemon saw that and was like, that all you got? You got downed by Diaboromon, you're pathetic. Wasn't even Armageddon. Levels! I'm impressed that you can hold your own against a Royal Knight. Who are you anyway? Yggdrasil is calling for you. You're doing too much of not helping. Oh, I'm just a passing through Kamen Rider. Given your strength, I find that hard to believe. You are no ordinary ramen lovers. Well, I used to be with Public Safety Office. You needn't worry about me. I'm just your average, everyday genius. I suppose you are a genius every day, but that doesn't make you average. Public Safety Officer and a genius. Might you be friends of Yggdrasil, perhaps? Curses. I was so caught up in my food quest that I forgot I was supposed to be somewhere. If you are friends of Yggdrasil, then perhaps you know where I'm supposed to be? Yeah, the digital world, not the material world. The rendezvous point. Maybe at that curry shop over there. Now I know you are lying. That curry shop is on my route. I've long wondered whether or not this world was one worth defending. Now I see. I've made up my mind. I shall head to the coordinates and protect this wonderful world. This is a thank you gift for reminding me of my duty. I hope that you will accept it. My restaurant tour is over. While I did not plan to stop, I have eaten plenty already. I just realized the issue with my theory. To spoil, I guess, Cyber Sleuth, go watch that first. What are you doing? To spoil Cyber Sleuth, the entire world got rewinded. So I don't know if they'll have any memories of the events of the game. If they do, then that explains why you can still enjoy a food tour. If not, then ripple effect? I don't know. He has some memories of doing food tours and he's like, you know what? That sounds like a good idea. I'm gonna do that. I shall head to the rendezvous point without any further detours. Enjoy your own gourmet tour. It seems Digimon come in all types. Yeah, data, vaccine, virus. Then there's also unknown, free, no data, missing one. Variable. That's the spirit evolutions. So Slatemon's tour is over. That's too bad. This is a great spot I wanted to share. Meet with him later, it's fine. Everyone must be tired. Let's call it a day. Now, I have to go get my purchases. That's really why you want to get out of here. You're like, I'm done? I have stuff to do? And I'm pretty hungry. Let's think about what we're going to eat tonight on the way back. Thanks for all your help today. I mean, ramen's right there. Ramen! Oh. Your friend is missing, huh, Dynasmon? Here I am at Central Tower, yet Lord Nightmon is nowhere to be found. Right, they rechanged his name from Crusadermon to Lord Nightmon. But I gotta check in with him to be like, where's my friend? Yeah, let's avoid going to the... Oh yeah, here we go. Gakudan is here. So, alternate dimension, Gakudan. Let's not do those just yet. I want to save those for after I finish the game. The Digivolutions, though, are another story. I guess we'll go talk to Dynasmon. I'm just avoiding the forest. I don't hate Gear Forest, but I also don't enjoy Gear Forest. It's a pain to navigate. Also, let us acquire a paladin. Pick up your sword. Also, this sword is like really big. Granted, it's made of Omegamon, so yeah. Though, interestingly, I believe it's the core part of Omegamon, like without the Greymon and Garurumon. So it's like made up of the hopes and dreams as opposed to the Digimon. Which is why it's a sword. I don't remember what the Digimoji says on the sword. I know I've looked it up before, but I just don't remember. He just has the one move. He doesn't get to keep Positron Cannon. Though I believe he can spawn the cannon on his gauntlet anyway. But also, he has one move. I believe it was an instant kill in the movie. So it's not like he does anything else with it. Still, the Paladin White and the more... not quite feathered. But I think the wing shape is changed. It's very nice. He's got much less blue. And then you join him. Become Armageddon. Yeah, he's a big evil spider thing. It's funny because like it feels like it went backwards. Like this looks like this should belong to Inframon and Diaboromon is a different line. But like he went back to his Inframon roots. I hate what they've done with the leg detail. It's like bony and veiny and all that, and he's got a scorpion tail of sorts, and he has cannons on his back to throw Ultimate Flare and Black Rain. I gotta change these. This. And keep Critical Charge and Guard Break. Well, not Critical Charge. Let's make it Critical Field, because that's just better. You are Physical Attacker. I'll give you Fire, because I have that. And I can give you Lightning, because I have that. There we go. That said, let's swap in Belphemon and hope... Well, Bacchusmon didn't get to do anything because he, like, ate it. He didn't die, but he came close. But we'll see what Belphemon can do, if he can handle things. But to the digital world, there's no door here, is there? There is not. Also, I should go the other way so I can leave immediately. Let's go talk to my guy Dynasmon and see where his, very good friend is. It's just really funny that, like, I think Dynasmon and Crusadermon were the first ones to use the title of Royal Knight, but they used it in the name of, you know, reviving Lucemon. I was like, but that's the demon! He's a demon lord! Why would you revive him? But either way, since then they've always been paired up. That's sort of a big guy, little guy duo. So, just a question. Imperial Dramon, do you have to carry around the sword all the time? I guess you're only in Paladin mode when you have the sword, but... that feels a little extra aggressive, doesn't it? Like, Rise Greymon here, his arm is a gun. He can't put that away. You just carry that sword around, huh? Anyway, Birdramon, take me to the summit. Top of Central Tower, to the rendezvous point. Hey guys. Oh, that reminds me, I should make my own Susanomon. I believe I still had to... Where's Magna Angemon? No, not Magna Angemon. Wow. Magna Garurumon. Too many Magnas. Although, it's funny because Magna Garurumon is the only one whose name is actually Magna Garurumon. Magna Dramon is Holy Dramon, and Magna Angemon is Holy Angemon. Which, Holy Angemon is weird because it's really redundant. But they went with Magna because it's like, it's great. And then Magna Garurumon here is like, that was always my name, no one changed it. But, yeah. Starlight Velocity, we've seen this. He mode change, and it's a permanent mode change too when he's, here. Like, he can use a skill once before being unable to go back. But it's fine because... Ooh, who should we use as base here? Where's Kaiser Greymon? Who has the better base stats, better talent and bond? Kaiser Greymon is under Emperor Greymon, who's over here. 100 talent, 29 bond. Talent, 25 bond. Okay, so we're gonna go with Kaiser Greymon. Become Susanoo. Do it. There he is. They literally designed Kaiser Greymon and Magna Garurumon as toys to be able to disassemble and become Susanomon. Although, the way the toy works, the heads are actually too big. So, like, when you slap them onto the gauntlets, they're not that big, they're like the size of the forearm. But yeah, you can see the different parts. Where it's like, oh, the shoulder bits. Those were on the back of Kaiser Greymon. And those are Magna Garurumon's legs. The tassels come from, I think, Kaiser Greymon as well. They cleverly made the chest plate, because it has the character for Heaven written on it. But I believe when it's on Kaiser Greymon, like, it can be adjusted to read as flame or just fire. But now it says Heaven because he's heavenly. He's Susanomon. And he has his halo. And at one point in time, Susanomon was the strongest ever. And then the level scaling just got, you know, crazier and crazier. Because that's how power scaling goes. Oh my god. Okay, so Jesmon isn't available for dueling. But... What? Oh, so I can see up there. Okay, so Gallantmon wants to duel. Where's your horse? Oh, your horse is here. Your horse wants to duel too. I don't know why I didn't read them independently. Okay. Thanks for helping me the other day. Would you like to play some cards as a break? Yes. Is your card in the mix-up? I'll show you how the Royal Knights approach a battle. Dude, it's a card game. I don't see a combo here. Aerovedramon, Penmon, Goblimon, Rapidmon, Zombie Plutomon? Is there a combo here? I'm gonna say no. Also, my cards severely outrank all of his, so... We'll start with Goblimon, see what you can do. I win. Alright, Penmon, you're up. Oh. Penmon, be careful. You have disadvantage. Yeah, you win. Alright, Aerovedramon, you're next. Wipe him out. You are not Zeromaru. You do not have a 100% win rate. You are a failure. Get out of my sight. No summon? No summon. I mean, they're both level 6, but I guess not. Plutomon. Crush the Gaugamon. Thank you. I'm so disappointed in Aerovedramon. I expect so much better of him. Lost to a snowman. There we go. Everyone else did their part. Except Digimon. The one who I wholly expected to not lose. He has no cards to give me. Wonderful. Alright, how about you? Fine card games can be... How can I put this? Come, you must serve as my opponent. So you enjoy them. Let us begin. I absolutely hate to lose, even if it's just a game. You know, that's fair. Like, you gotta be a good sport about it, but you can want to win. That's fine. Why do we have babies in this fight? I also don't see a combo here, because Talmon, Calamaramon, and Digimon are not any combo I can think of. Dodomon beat a Galgamon. Apparently should stop relying on Galgamon, because he's lost all his games. Punimon, go! Alright, that Kudamon is gonna be on his way to become Armageddonmon. Punimon, you do not stand a chance. He's got a Saberleomon still. Okay, Oh, that treat Calamaramon is a level 5 here. Even though she's on the same level as Champion in terms of slide evolution here. Do it. Alright. Beast Spirit of Water loses to a Saber. You lost to a Leomon of all things. No wonder you were Kazumon's opponent. She doesn't win anything either. Except against Ranamon. Digimon, why'd you lose to Digimon? Also, why am I losing? That's actually it. I can't win. Talmon, I'm gonna be really disappointed if you lose, but game's already over. Are you for real? The hell is RNG? You know what, Talmon? Thank you. You shouldn't have lost in the first place, but thank you for coming back and being like, I don't agree with this, because I do not agree with that either. I'll take Saberleomon. It's the only one I can get anyway. Well, there's nothing to be discouraged about. It means the opponent was too strong. No, it means my cards are stupid. I don't know why my cards couldn't win. RNG was not on my side. I once again don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. But Calamaramon is back. Redemption arc? Gargomon, go first. I swear, Gargomon. Don't you dare. Okay. If I have Caramon and Chrysalimon, do I get Inframon? Is that a combo? Alright, Calamaramon. Time to shine. You put out a Koromon against. You better not lose. Okay, good. Well done. I'm gonna test theory. Chaosmon, go do a thing. Digimon again. Okay, I have one. Excellent. Now to just close it off. Yes? That is not Inframon, that is Kudamon. That is not what I was looking for, and we will be sending you to your doom. Unless you win. Yeah, I didn't think so. I did not think so. Wouldn't have been the first time that I won, though. Oh, that's interesting. It gave me Kudamon and Sumemon? Huh. Well, there's no extra round for me to figure out how this... Are you kidding me? I still won, but like, are you kidding me? Man, I lost. I was pretty sure I'd win. Oh, so I came to terms with something in my head. So the way these two guys combine, there's also like a whole thing of how there's different fusions. Because like, let me see if I can find him. Omegamon isn't even like a proper Jogress. He's a fusion, right? Like the Metal Garurumon and the War Greymon parts are still very clearly there. And normally, Jogress is joint progress, where one Digimon is a base and uses the data of the other Digimon to advance to the next level, which still typically should be the level it would normally advance to. It's just weird because the very first Jogress that they really showcased in the anime were fusions. Where it's like, okay, take the traits of both. Because you're going to have a hard time convincing me that Sylphimon is the natural evolution of Aquilamon. That Shakomon is the natural evolution of Ankylamon. Like, no, those are very definitely fusions. They carry traits from both. Whereas a joint progress is supposed to be like, oh, Angemon can't quite make it to Magna Angemon without the power of the crest. Let's have him use Ankylamon's data to reach Magna Angemon. That's what Jogress was initially supposed to be, and that's how it is on the, I want to say the early Pendulums? One of the earlier VPETs. That's how it's supposed to work. But again, you have like Omegamon here, who's like, nah, we fused with extra stuff in the middle. This is not quite a Jogress, this is something extra special. And then, well, you have others like, where is he? Right here. Alphamon Oryuken. So it's very clearly still Alphamon, but Oryumon has become a sword and directly powered up Alphamon. So this is Alphamon equipping Oryumon. But then you have this. Now, you could say, well, he just hopped on, and that's it. But there's supposed to be like a unison, a resonance going on. So I think this is the same deal as Oryuken, Alphamon Oryuken, except Embarmon doesn't change into a weapon. He's just a mount. He is now the designated mount. Now, I feel like they should have a different name. So it should be like Craniumon Embarmount. Because we have, you know, Alphamon Oryuken. If it were named like that, then I'd be like, okay, I understand how it is now. It's just weird because neither Craniumon nor Embarmon change all that much. Like, he's just sitting on top of him. But there is a unison, there is a resonance going on where they manage to combine their powers to become something new. But visibly, there's not much change. Same goes for Titamon, and... where is he? For Titamon and Skullbalukimon. Though in this case, they did visibly get slightly different. The saddle appears, and he's got the muzzle and all that, and the sword transforms into a twin blade. So again, same deal. It's like an Oryuken sort of equipping each other, with Titamon, I guess, as the base or as the primary of this situation. But instead of becoming a weapon, Skullbalukimon is equipped as a mount. So again, Titamon Skullbalukimount as a terrible sort of name to try and differentiate it. Like, when I look at it like that, I'm like, okay, I can accept this as an evolution. It's just weird because the evolution thing didn't happen as explicitly compared to others. Actually, no, his horns are always like that. I was like, did his horns change? No. Titamon's horns are always like that. They're a double set. But yeah, again, like, they barely change. In this case. But yeah, he gets the mount and the muzzle. Oh, his wings changed too, though. Okay, Skullbalukimon actually got a lot more in this. Yeah, in comparison, this is more of a combined evolution compared to these guys. Whoever they're, Craniumon. Like this, I don't see any change like at all between the two. Just, he now has... He doesn't even have like a saddle. He's just sitting on... Oh, I guess there's a saddle. So yeah. This one is definitely a lot harder to swallow because almost nothing changes. But if I consider them like an equip unison, then that works in my head. Compared to a fusion like Omegamon or a Jogress how it's supposed to be, or a Jogress how it ended up. Like with yeah, like this is clearly, you have Gatomon's ears, and then you have sort of Aquilamon's birdness. But you're gonna have a hard time telling me, yeah, this is what Aquilamon is always supposed to go to. No, that is a fusion. That is two aspects turned into one. So they did a really weird thing with 02 and making Jogress's fusion while also having Jogresses be Jogresses. It also ends up shoehorning, again, like, no one can evolve to Sylphimon except for Gatomon and Aquilamon. Even though, theoretically, you should be able to just evolve to Aquilamon, evolve to Sylphimon from anyone. So by making it a very special fusion Jogress, it's limited in this game. Same with the armor evolutions, though. Like, theoretically, you should also be able to evolve to armor Digimon just naturally, but the armor helps. Some of these works a lot less because like that's clearly a Gatomon with armor. But others, it's like, well, I can see how that should be a normal evolution. Like, in Beat Break, Kenkimon shows up. Kenkimon is a friendship Digi-Egg evolution, but it's also just a champion level. So, like, part of me wants to be like, I still want to have, you know, I still want to have my armor evolutions, but I also want to naturally evolve to, like, these stages or something without needing the eggs, the spirits, all that. Because it's just cool to be able to have them freely. Because look, only Hawkmon can become Horusmon. But, like, what if that weren't the case? And then also, Horusmon can't digivolve to anybody. But what if they could? Just open up more Digivolution paths. That'd be so much cooler instead of having this just be an evolutionary dead end that you never use after the 20th hour because you get access to ultimates and you don't need these champion levels anymore. Like, it becomes so weirdly limiting. I have 2 Lydramons, and only Vmon can become them, and they can't do anything else. What if you could become, like, Blackware Garurumon? Because it would fit. Like, continue the evolution. Let more happen. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked in my thoughts that I've been having about all these evolutions and whatnot, but I have a duel to have against this guy. Hello, good to see you. Cards are part of a knight's etiquette. It is? Cool. Would you like to play? Yes. Now, please go easy on me. I don't know how to do that, I'm sorry. Go big or go home. My cards are not big, I'm gonna go home. What are these cards? Maybe Immon Renamon is something? Maybe Chumon Immon is something? I don't know. Bodomon, do it! But yeah, I like exploring and thinking up like different Digivolution lines and all that. And it's like, looking at here, there's the really weird evolutionary lines that they've either cut out or added in. And then it's like, well, you could just have more. Make the web even more complex and have fun with it. That's what I want. Dodomon, why? Alright, do I get a trio summon here, or... I don't, because they already played. Chumon, do something. Another... Well, randomly, but saying that I like to make different evolutionary lines. Wild one I had. Solarmon, or just Hagurumon. Hey, hi, Revolmon. To Clockmon. To Agio Chusmon Holy. That works in my head because Solarmon is a light/fire gear. So there's gear theming. Then to Clockmon, that is Sukamon. Then to Clockmon, time powers. To Agyo-Chuzmon Holy, he's got gears and time powers. The line, actually visually, is coherent. And I'm like, that's really cool. Now, I can see in this game why they wouldn't have that evolutionary line, because Agyo-Chuzmon Agyomon is important to the plot. But in, like, Cyber Sleuth, lines that didn't have super importance could just have, lines that work like that. So in a game that doesn't feature the Olympus 12, and it's like, well, you want to get your Agyo-Chuzmon Holy? Yeah, you can get it from Clockmon. I can see that happening in a different game. And I think that line is very cool. Plus, I just like my Metal Empire. I like, my first thought was Hagurumon to Clockmon, because, clock gears to clock, and then clock to, Holy Time Digimon. Then I'm like, well, Solarmon works better, because Solarmon has a light theming to it that works with Agyo-Chuzmon Holy, as opposed to Hagurumon, who's just one of my favorites. I like starting lines from Hagurumon and be like, where can I end up? One of those lines ends up in Dynasmon, because... So, I've spoken about this before. Next order, I got my Dynasmon from my Metal Mamamon, who evolved from a Bomber Nanimon, who evolved from a Psychemon. But I can also start that from Hagurumon to either Gardramon or Bomber Nanimon to Metal Mamamon to Dynasmon. Dynasmon is absolutely the weird one of that entire line, because, where did the machine go and where did the dragon come from? But that line exists, and I can be very happy with it. Good to see you again. Upon my word as knight, I almost thought it said sword as knight, and I'm like, you don't have a sword, but no, as word as knight, I've arrived at the rendezvous point. By the way, I have not seen Lord Nightmon yet. He said he would be heading here soon. I guess he's a he, in this case, when he's not possessing crazy ladies. Where did Lord Nightmon go? I heard something about an investigation in some Akihabara place in the human world. Why is everybody in Akihabara? That's a terrible question. I know why everybody's in Akihabara. I would be in Akihabara. If you happen to find yourself in Akihabara, I'm always there. Please keep an eye out for Lord Nightmon. I wonder if the investigation has run into trouble. Please look into the matter for me. I will go to Akihabara. Beautiful Night Core. Oh, I didn't even realize that was the name of the mission. I mean, we knew we were looking for Lord Nightmon because he says so, but yeah. Alright, let's go find this guy. He likes to be pretty, and that's fine. Also, he has a pile bunker. I will say, though, Lord Nightmon X Antibody, awesome design. Love it. Lord Nightmon X Antibody is absolutely a glow-up. Not that Lord Nightmon is bad. Just, I don't care too much for it. But the design of Lord Nightmon X Antibody is fantastic. On the other hand, I don't really like Dynasmon X Antibody. He becomes more monstrous, more feral, which works, but I don't personally like it. It's not a look that I like. It's cool, but I'd prefer my Dynasmon to stay Dynasmon instead of X Antibody. Now, if I had a duo of them and having Lord Nightmon X and Dynasmon X, then it's like, you know what? This is fine.